Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to my first mapping video. This will be kind of inaccurate because I don't know everything that's going on in the war of Ukraine, but it will be the best of my abilities. This is kind of like an alternate universe type scenario. It's yet to happen. It might happen. I don't know. But let's get on to the video. So, the borders of the Russo-Ukrainian war looks something like this. I haven't seen the full updated version. It's um from right now they're only giving like the 1st of February map, so if you know any sources that could help me with that, that'd be great. So it's kind of like this. It's a little bit more bunched out, I guess, right here. And kind of like that. So this for right now is what it looks like. I guess we could color this red because they are advancing through Belarus into Ukraine. So we could put that as red as well, because technically Belarus is helping and declaring war. Um, but this is essentially the borders right now. Um, Something like this. Uh, I don't know why. Oh, it's because I haven't colored. Oh my lord. So if we go back. All right. So now that we have the borders or the occupation zones of Russia during this war, we can kind of branch out from this. So what I think they would do is they would mobilize forces on Belarus and push in, as well from over here. What's over here? Hold on. But I know there's like some province uh in this area. Let me check real quick. Um okay, so it's in the central Russia. This is more of northwest Russia, and then you got the Volga and southern Russia down here. So we got southern Russia and central Russia would be right here. So central Russia, they definitely mobilize troops on this border, so they can't invade from here. Um, I feel like so. What Russia's gonna do is they're gonna launch a kind of counter offense, and they encircle these troops. They're also gonna try to spread out here, here, and here. Try to get that colored in. There we go. After doing this, Russia, in counter to this, decides it wants to, counteract this. Although I do think they actually are going to get some decent supplies from NATO, um, which is typically what happens. So, as we're talking, I'm going to put this towards. Okay. So, currently, after they did this, Russia's leader, Vladimir Putin, is encircling these troops. Oh, why is that so red? Dang. He's encircling these troops, and he's pushing out, connecting this, and connecting this. Now, at this point, Russia declares it a war instead of an invasion. Uh, actually, so after this happens, Russia decides to declare it still of invasion, because if it's a war, NATO would most likely join. Um, so kind of invading right here. Got a strong border. Ukraine supplies are running low, and currently, uh, so the oblast of Ukraine, they currently have Crimea. Uh, they're trying to work on Odessa over here because they're trying to launch a counteroffensive and try to take Odessa. Um, but they have Donetsk or whatever. And they also have. Let's see if I can zoom in. So Donetsk Oblast is essentially taken over by Russia, and they're slowly taking over Kiev. Kiev is definitely about to be captured here. So once Kiev is captured, they'll eventually capitulate. Or another scenario is that they get a lot of supplies. Which that's not the scenario we'll do. In next video will be a scenario where Ukraine wins. They take Odessa over here, and they're working to connect it, and they connect. And the one plan that goes wrong in this invasion for Ukraine is they try to capture and circle a bunch of these troops, which they do. They start pushing in, and Ukraine does a counteroffensive and takes. Oh, why am I doing that? I just like completely got rid of the color. So that color, and then like a light red. There we go. So they're taken back. They split this up and split this up as well, capturing these troops, capturing these troops. Russia's like, what the heck? So they go back in. And all these lines you see are just essentially, we'll just pretend they're another battlefield of battles or something, whatever you want to put that. So they try to break out, they cut them off, they take this, and the troops are gone. They take this territory and try to link it up with this, which they do. And they try to reinforce their claim / territory in Odessa. Slowly. I'm pretty sure by now Ukraine is captured. I think it's somewhere over here, maybe down here. Not Ukraine. Kiev is captured, the capital. Kiev is now captured, and now the troops are pushing in, and Vladimir Zelensky surrenders. Now the borders have been changed. Ukraine is now a puppet state with a government that favors Russia. And then now Belarus didn't get any land. I would assume they get some land, but I just put it where they didn't get any. Assuming that Russia has control of this and they're kind of in now the outskirts of Europe, I would assume they'd declare war and take these countries or even annex Belarus, which in this scenario, they're going to annex Belarus. In this scenario, they annex Belarus and now they're on the border of Poland. And then, of course, we got all these countries. I would assume that Russia would have pretty bad relations with the countries in Europe now after they've just completely took over Ukraine and made it a puppet state and annex Belarus. So now that I think would happen is they would probably set their focuses mostly on Europe, but a lot on their lost territories. Specifically speaking, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, I think they would invade or annex or all the above. Now, Russia is trying to reform its old empire, which is the main focus of this video and the Russia-Ukrainian war. Now, Russia is going to be pretty buffed in this scenario. They essentially will take over Kazakhstan. I think in any ordinary invasion, they would be able to, but we'll see. So, Russia gets the sneak attack on because Kazakhstan isn't suspecting an invasion from them. They keep taking. Eventually, they get this nice invasion going right over here. Try to push over into here. Keep going. Kazakhstan's caught off guard, so they're still trying to mobilize troops. In the meanwhile, Russia gets plans that the troops are going to be over here and mobilized over here. So, if we can get those back. So, they decide to encircle them and take these troops. Keep going. keep invading, and slowly but surely Kazakhstan is thinking about accepting the uh asking to be annexed. Keep taking, keep going, keep going, keep going. They take over this, take over that. Assumingly, Kazakhstan is not standing a chance. Now, of course, Russia is buffed, and this would take many months. This is over a span of many months. Keep taking their troops mobilized. They keep going. They're essentially just wiping Kazakhstan's army. Um, the president in this point is now vacating and running away from Kazakhstan, which lowers morale. So, as we're going, no one wants to step in the war because they don't want to be a part of it. And Kazakhstan is officially. So at this point, Kazakhstan would definitely most likely still fight on, but we're just going to say that they were collapsed. And now, and after that, we'll show you the borders. So now these are Russia's borders currently. Look right here, they annexed all of Kazakhstan. And they're pretty big. They're trying to reform their old empire. And I feel like they would definitely set their sights on. Alright, so this is Russia now after the Kazakhstan-Russia war. They allowed Kazakhstan to keep this little slither of land. It's horrible. They annexed all of Kazakhstan, and essentially they're trying to reform their olden empire borders. The relations with China is improving, and Mongolia is improving as well. Also, Russia is trying to say that the Alaskan Purchase was illegal. So we might have a United States war on our hand. But we'll save that for part 2. And thank you for watching, and have a good day. Peace out.